Hi, my name is Chloe Pavick. I'm a student in Ohio State's Medical Dietetics program, and I am here today to talk about the phytochemical isothiocyanate. I am sure you're tuning in today curious about phytochemicals and the truth behind them, so I hope that I can educate you and answer some misconceptions or lingering questions that you may have around them. So let's begin. In case you were wondering, phytochemicals are chemicals of plant origin. The word phytochemical comes from the Greek word phyto, meaning plant, and they are thus chemicals produced by plants through their metabolism. Phytochemicals are biologically active and have a number of functions varying from being anti-inflammatory, acting as antioxidants, being disease-fighting, playing a role in plant growth, as well as giving them their color, taste, and even producing defense mechanisms from pathogens or predators. So there's a lot of beneficial properties to phytochemicals, which makes them such a popular subject and so great to incorporate into your diet. So today I am focusing on the phytochemical isothiocyanate. And isothiocyanates are primarily found in cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, and turnips. And they have a bitter taste and pungent aroma. And such vegetables are a rich source of the compounds glucosinolates, which are sulfur-containing compounds and the precursor to isothiocyanates. What happens is glucosinolates are hydrolyzed to isothiocyanates when raw vegetables are chewed. And this is because chewing activates the enzyme myrosinase, which hydrolyzes the glucosinolates into isothiocyanates. So basically, isothiocyanates are formed when the compound glucosinolate undergoes a chemical reaction in the presence of water and it turns into isothiocyanate. So the phytochemical isothiocyanate is of interest because it has many health effects, including antioxidant activity, being anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and even anti-cancer. Isothiocyanates combat carcinogens by neutralizing them and reducing their poisonous effect by inhibition of cell proliferation and induction of apoptosis. Basically, isothiocyanates are able to prevent cancerous cells from growing and can force them into cellular death. They've even been shown to help prevent lung cancer and esophageal cancer, and they can also lower the risk of other cancers, including gastrointestinal cancer. I personally find this to be really interesting, how we're slowly learning the research, the importance of vegetables and your diet on your health, and how certain components to fruits and vegetables, such as phytochemicals, can play such an important role in the promotion of health. So now that we have discussed the benefits, you might be wondering which vegetables have the highest concentration of isothiocyanates and the best way to consume them. So according to research, stir frying and steaming provide the most isothiocyanates, and boiling doesn't necessarily preserve them very well, and eating them raw really provides the most phytochemical nutrition out of all the methods. So to be more specific, steaming preserves 80%, whereas stir frying preserves 64%, and boiling only preserves 12%. So a good way to think of it is that the higher temperature is the more heat that the isothionates undergo and the more nutrients that they lose. So now that we've kind of talked about the best ways to consume isothiocyanates, let's go over, let me see, right here. Let's go over how much is recommended to get the most benefit. So there's currently no specific research as to how much we should consume in a day, but 5 servings per week has been shown to really significantly reduce cancer risks. So that means it's recommended to consume 5 servings of isothiocyanate containing vegetables, which are the cruciferous vegetables, within a week. And so that comes out to be about 1 cup to a half cup servings spaced out 5 times. So when comparing the different cruciferous vegetables, Brussels sprouts contain 104 milligrams in a half cup, kale contains 67 milligrams per cup, and cabbage has 35 milligrams in a half cup serving. So most servings have between about 35 and 100 or so milligrams of isothiocyanates, just to give you a ballpark range for what we're looking at. So in terms of purchasing cruciferous vegetables, there really is no nutritional value difference between fresh and frozen vegetables. They both contain the same amount of nutrients, which is really awesome. So it's really up to your personal preference which you like to buy. If you prefer frozen vegetables because you can store them longer, that's totally fine. And if you like fresh produce, that is also great. So a few tips on purchasing cruciferous vegetables are that if you're looking for something to last long, go with the frozen veggies. They also tend to be cheaper, especially your broccoli and Brussels sprouts, believe it or not. You can also buy kale and cabbage frozen, but depending on the recipe, sometimes it's best to buy those fresh. And you can always buy vegetables fresh and freeze them for later if you realize you have too much or aren't able to consume them before they start going bad. Also, I highly recommend buying frozen microwavable vegetable packets because they're super quick and convenient to make. You can find these in any grocery store frozen aisle. They are often on sale for only $1 or $2, so they're super affordable, easy. All you do is plop them in the microwave and they steam in the bag within a few minutes and then they're ready to consume. So they're really great if you're looking for a quick meal or if you're even just in a time crunch. So now that we've kind of gone over how to store the store, and now that you've gone to the store, got your cruciferous vegetables, it's best to store them in the fridge in high humidity. This preserves them for the longest time. Another tip is also to keep them separate from avocados, cantaloupes, and tomatoes to prevent them from over-ripening. In terms of prep, the first step is to wash them. After that, you can prepare them to your preference. They can be eaten raw, stir-fried, steamed, or boiled. Once again, raw and steamed really maintain the most isothiocyanate concentrations if you're looking to get the max benefits. Also, just feel free to chop up some broccoli or cauliflower to consume raw, throw them with a dish or in the oven or steamer. So now I'll go over a few recipes you can make that include isothiocyanates. If you're looking for something easy, you can simply heat up a bag of frozen broccoli or Brussels sprouts, kind of like what I was saying, to have as a side to a meal or incorporate into a dish. You can also include kale in a salad. Kale goes really great with an easy lemon olive oil dressing that you can make at home. You can also throw in some broccoli, onion, carrot, dried cranberry and sunflower seeds, and that adds a really nice variety of flavor, texture, color, and nutrients too. Another easy method of consumption is just simply having raw broccoli or cauliflower with hummus or low-fat ranch. If you're looking for something a little bit fancier though, I have 3 recipes that follow. So first, we have a garlic broccoli stir fry with chickpeas. This really makes for a tasty dinner entree, and you can eat it as is, or you can even throw it over some rice if you're looking to add some more carbohydrates to your meal. Next, we have sea salt and garlic kale chips. This might sound kind of weird at first if you haven't tried kale chips before, but they actually taste pretty good, especially with some seasoning to add a little extra flavor. And these make a great healthy snack to munch on if you're looking for something a little on the saltier side rather than savory. And then last but not least, we have roasted Brussels sprouts with garlic parmesan. I like this because it adds a little flair to the Brussels sprouts, jazzes them up a bit, and it makes a really tasty side dish for lunch or dinner. So just to kind of recap everything in summary, the phytochemical isothiocyanates found in cruciferous vegetables such as kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, to name a few. Isothiocyanates are packed with anti-inflammatory, anti-disease, antioxidant-rich, anti-cancer qualities. Such vegetables are best served raw or steamed, and the longer cooking time, the less nutrients that remain. So according to research, we need about 5 servings per week to maximize the health benefits. And you can buy them fresh, frozen, pre-cut, however you'd like. And just make sure you store them in a high humidity section of your fridge. Last but not least, prepare and enjoy however you prefer. And that is all that I have for you today. Hopefully that was not too much information for you to comprehend. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me speak. Take care and don't forget to eat your veggies.